Today is April 4th. It's about 8 a.m. and it's 52 degrees. The wind is coming in. We're going to be windy today and tomorrow, which is probably the beginning of some storm front. Then we're going to drop in temperature and we're going to have a cold weekend where we're in the 30s for the lows, and like tomorrow I think it's only going to get up to 56. So I thought I would briefly show the yard, the garden. I moved all of the baby plants into the garage so that they would stay warm, except for these tiny tomatoes. And I think I'm gonna put a cover on them and put them over on the patio. So anyway, we've been doing lots of things. I'll show. We are getting rid of our rosemary that was up there. We still got a stump to take out up there. And then we've got one rosemary bush, a huge one left, but I should be able to take that out next week. So we've been loading this onto a tarp and then hauling it out to our pickup and getting rid of it. And we took a really huge load yesterday. And then we've also been putting it in our composting trash too. But anyway, eventually all this stuff will get put away. But until that gets cleaned up, that's where I'm at. The catalpa trees are cool. I don't know if I mentioned this on the last video because I don't know if I knew. But I'm not going to transplant these until fall, until the leaves fall off. So my snapdragons are looking pretty. I got an iris that came up. We clipped back the mascari because we'll probably get another bloom. So I'm looking forward to that. Kind of an interesting flower. I got for my birthday mum, so I put it in that back pot because nothing was growing back there. So now I have it's kind of a lavender mum. This one's a yellow one and that one's a red one. And that one over there is a yellow one that I still need to do something with. We're going to be fertilizing this next week. All of our slow release, we're a little late on that, but we're going to get that done. And then that monster's coming out. So, what I did too is we put tomato cages up top for the smoke bush and my Rose of Sharon. And I'm going to cover those tonight, as well as my Mexican bird of paradise, because it's just too late in the season for this cold snap that we're getting. These look good. And I put some compost in here with these. So, oh, I got a Love in a Mist flower. Those are so cool. I like them because I like the dried part of them the best. They we do dried arrangements too, and so I looked for flowers that gave you a pretty dried arrangement, and that gets a big bulb on it. So let's see, what else have we done? We took the top off of this, but we're probably going to put it back on tonight. I'm gonna pull the cilantro, getting ready for tomatoes. I guess I should mention that next week we start getting into the 80s and the lows are the 50s. So we just need to make it through this weekend and then we'll be good to go. The salvia I planted is liking its spot. It's got some blooms on it. I planted out 4 tomatoes that were just huge. I mean, they were huge because I buried over half the stem on them. And then I've also got under those little covers there some melons. And I know I put my melons out too early, but I'm gonna see if I can protect them. And the roots were coming through their little recyclable pot, so I wanted to get them planted. So I'll be covering all of this tonight. Actually, I'll probably start covering it this afternoon because the wind's kicking up already. Same here. I've got some melons. I've got some cucumbers that I plant. Oh, those are melons too. I left 2 melons just to see what happens, because if I lose them, I lose them. Then I've got cucumbers here. These came up voluntarily that are on this side, so I don't know what they are. And then I've got some planted over on the other side. And I'll probably cover those tonight. And then my husband's just getting the beds ready. He got the 4x8s ready, topped those off. I still have 1 cauliflower over here that I'm going to pick, and then I'm going to put this in our trash composter this week too. Serrano pepper's doing fine. And then I got my I went to Home Depot and they had 6 packs of really good size strawberries for $6.98, but when I went to buy them, they rang up as $3.33, so I went back and bought more. I didn't buy them at the time. I just went, wow, that's a good deal, and then I just came home and then I went, I gotta go back and get some more. So I put those in this tower. I'm gonna plant out. I've got some more still. I've got a rogue tomato back there that's growing on its own. Salvia there, or those might be sage, I don't know. They're looking good. So, like I say, this next week we're gonna put slow release fertilizer around everything, and I'll start planting out the garden because it'll be temperatures that can handle it. I got some valerian up there that's blooming. Anyway, that's my garden diary.